everyone. It's
Hello.
Linda,
Michelle.
And Karen.
and we are in the parking lot of the movie theater. Surprise, surprise. Only we are in the middle of a thunderstorm right now,
Yay.
so I'm hoping that you can hear us over the downpour. I guess it's going to get worse in the next few minutes, but I figured we could do this pretty quickly. Today we went to, let's welcome Michelle back from
I'm
a world
back.
traveling.
I'm back.
She did see the eclipse,
Great vacation.
I'm sure.
Saw Spain and Italy. All were amazing, except very hot.
Yes.
Don't travel there in July or August. Very, very hot,
Yes.
but amazing.
Good. So today we saw the movie Finding Emily. It seemed to be the best of the ones that were in the theater coming in for this week. Not so sure it was, but
Well, yeah, it was, I guess, a rom-com, but taking place in England. So we had a very heavy British accent going on for some of the characters, but I don't know, just the story I think was a very kind of typical kind of rom-com kind of story. It followed a pattern of boy wants girl, boy finds a different girl, and they all end up kind of, I don't know if I should tell
well,
it, but
I
they
knew
did
right from
find
the
Emily.
beginning how it was
Since-
going
Oh,
to
yeah.
end.
I was
right?
going to say, it kind of just follows that pattern where you
You
could
know
just
right from the beginning where it's going.
And we were finding Emily, so you kind of figured, yeah, Emily was going to be found eventually. But
It started a little weird. The guy meets girl in the men's room. She's peeing in the men's urinal. And they have an immediate attraction, which doesn't last more than a half hour, and she has to go on her way, and he doesn't get gets only her first name and a few digits of her phone number, and that's all he has to go on, and starts his search.
But he thinks this is the girl of his dreams. Instant attraction, instant love, and he needed to find her. So along the way, he finds another Emily to help him out. And the story kind of progresses there because that Emily is a student. Well, they're all students, I believe.
Yes, this
except
movie
for
is
him.
intended completely
Yeah.
for young people. It's about college students,
Right.
you know, working their way through, I don't know, undergrad into whatever. One girl is working on a dissertation that made me believe they were in graduate school, but no, they were undergrads.
It was, and there was a lot of music, and a lot of dancing, nightclubbing kind of scenes that were there. The young man who was looking for his Emily was a musician by trade, so that was kind of his passion that he was after. I don't know. It was.
What'd you think,
very
Karen?
different
What's your
movie.
thoughts about
Karen,
this?
What do you think?
I don't know. I thought it was kind of dumb. You knew where it was going to go, and it was just all over the place.
Yeah, it kind of was.
It was loud in places, and it was very hard to understand in places. There were complete sentences that went right over my head.
Me too.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it's not a bad movie. It was an enjoyable movie to watch. But it really is intended for a much younger crowd.
I would think so too. And I mean, even though it's a rom-com, there was much more comedy than romance happening. Really, I thought in this movie.
Well, I saw it building through the whole movie.
Maybe towards building, but it wasn't there. I don't know. There was a lot of quirky dialogue going on, which I thought was funny.
Yeah.
You know, there was a few laughs.
And it tied into, you know, there was a lot of social media use, TikTok, YouTube, all of that.
Podcast. There was a podcast
Yeah,
going on.
and I I'm not totally, I mean, obviously I know YouTube, but we use it, but I'm not all that familiar with TikTok. As a matter of fact, I only recently created a TikTok account because Portland Leather sells their stuff there really cheap. But that's my only experience with that. So this was different.
Yeah, it was.
I could see college kids or high school kids really probably enjoying this. If you can get through the language barrier, I guess.
Yeah, there was a lot of not the Emily he was looking for, but the Emily he kind of found and started helping him. I liked their interaction. There was a lot of you could tell right from the beginning. I thought that there was going to be a connection between the two of
Yeah,
them.
I mean, you knew immediately
Yeah,
at the
you
start
did.
of the movie how
Yeah,
it was
that
going
was
to end.
yeah, because there was that little spark, and they worked very well together. Whoever they are, I don't know the stars.
Boy, the
But-
storm is getting louder
Yes,
and
it
louder,
is.
and we are going to need to talk louder and
It
louder.
is. No thunder yet, though, but
It was thunder
heavy
when we were
rain.
coming out.
Heavy rain going on here.
Yeah. Karen, how would you rate this movie?
For me, I wasn't impressed. Maybe a 2.
Okay. All right. I liked it a little more than that. I would probably give it a 3.
That's what I'm going with, the 3.
Yeah.
I was
Um,
thinking 1 originally, but it
Were
got
you?
a little better towards the end.
Okay. Yeah, when it finally tied up all the loose ends.
I kind of was hoping I could give it a higher one, but no. I kind of haven't seen a rom-com in a while, so I was looking forward to something a little bit lighter than, well, I haven't seen a lot of movies in the last month, to be perfectly honest, but prior to that, they were more heavy duty.
There's only 2 others that came in this week that I would consider seeing. One is Dog Stars and one is Idiots. Tell us which one is better. Tell us which one you would see. Well, they're not horror. So tell us which one you would see. And I guess that's it. Anything anybody wants to add?
I'm just gonna, even though I might go to those movies with Linda if we make a decision, but I also need to do a little catch up. Some of the things that I missed that Linda and Karen and Carolyn already talked about. So I want to catch those before they go out. So we'll see.
All right. So I guess that's it. Maybe we'll see you again this weekend. I hope it's not raining where you are. If it is,
Oh my gosh!
oh
listen to
yeah,
it.
it's pouring now.
No.
All right, guys.
We're stuck in this car for a while.
Yeah, we are. All right. We'll catch you soon.
Bye bye.
Have a great evening.
Bye.
Bye.